My shop is called My Own, and the reason I named it My Own is, I've worked at many other people's events and things doing makeup and assisting them, and God gave me my very own. I became passionate about getting my own salon and my own makeup line when I became ill. I just wanted to impart into women that you can make it no matter what the obstacles are. And that's how I came up with my shop, My Own. When I had my brain surgery, my hair was shaved off. I was embarrassed of the scar. I knew everybody was looking at my neck, at the top of my head, and, thinking, well, what happened to her? So I started to make these wigs for myself, and people began to admire them. And so, when I came in contact with cancer patients, even through Pampered Boutique, where they honor the women, I just began to make them wigs, and I would give them away. And then people would come to me, well, would you make me a wig? I'll pay you for it. So that's kind of how I got into it.
I've been dealing with breast cancer for the last year and a half. Okay, it took me down through there. I really didn't want to live behind it. I was ready to give up, but my daughter wouldn't let me give up. When I started the chemo, all my hairs just started coming out. So I didn't have no hair. I lost a lot of weight. I wasn't eating. I just wasn't doing nothing but laying around sleeping, doing a lot of sleeping. And I just couldn't come out the house looking the way I was looking. Because, you got to wear a hat or scarf or something on your head everywhere you go.
I have alopecia areata. Alopecia areata is an immune disease that affects the hair follicles. I inherited from my mom. I went to a dermatologist and I got treated for it. Steroids, injections, creams. My hair grew back over the period of time for about 10 years. And then I noticed that the alopecia reoccurred again. My self-esteem was never affected by it, but I was a little apprehensive as to show people my scalp. I've done the wigs, I've done the weaves, I've done the scarves, I've done the caps. I've done everything to cover up.
I've been making the wigs probably about 5 years now for other people. I am gluing the hair to this spandex cap. And a lot of my cancer patients, they like the spandex cap better because it's secure and it has a band on it.
The wig does a lot for me. It just brings out the inner me.
Every woman wants to feel beautiful and look beautiful. That's our makeup, that's who we are. And a wig will bring that confidence out in you. I have on a wig right now.
I didn't think I could look like this. I wasn't feeling good when I came to you, but I have a burst of energy. And I just look good. I can go out now. So that's some of the responses. I'm just braiding a circle so that I can put her wig on. And when I put her wig on, I'm just going to sew it to her perimeters, just to the outer circle.
When she opened this shop, I was so excited. I've been telling everybody, I need to come see Miss Anitra. She did my lashes, she does makeup, she does it, whatever it is, because I want them to experience not only her making them over, making them beautiful, but to experience her beautiful spirit and to be able to get a word from her, because she gives it to everybody freely. She doesn't care who you are, so she's excited to talk to you. She's excited to give of herself freely.
I have not let the disease validate me as a woman who I am. Women don't need hair to validate who they are, because you can have a head full of healthy hair and be gorgeous on the outside, but what's inside will reflect what's on the outside of you. So when I embraced that and the beauty within me, it made me feel like I am a woman where I'm rounded from my head to my toe. you know, from the crown of my head to the bottom of my feet. And God said a woman's hair is our glory. But when things happen genetically, then that affects your glory.
Anitra, being such a God-fearing woman, she just instantly was able to connect and tell me things that I needed to hear to uplift me at that time. She told me about my life and how I needed to carry myself and how I inspire people. And you know, when you have issues yourself, you don't think that you're inspiring or enlightening to anyone.
Just because you've had a few nightmares, don't stop dreaming. And that's my whole thing. I'm not gonna stop dreaming. Even if I'm not walking tomorrow, I'm still gonna make my wigs. I'm still gonna make women beautiful. I'm still gonna make them feel good about themselves. That's just what I do. It's in me. And you know, that's my meat. And to do, that's the will of God for my life. And that's healing to me.